Hello and welcome to another episode of the Banter FC podcast. My name is Meryl. This is Nash. We're joined by Joey. We're here to talk about football. This is week 5 of the Premier League. Is it week 5?
Yeah.
It's week 5 of the Premier League. And first game of the week, Everton versus Liverpool. I'll let Nash take the lead on this since he's a Liverpool fan. Nash.
This game was a disgrace for the referees. We are in a professional sport with professional equipment of like the highest equipment that we have right now, and this whole game, it was ridiculous.
The game was great. Fuck off.
The game was great, but the VAR was ridiculous in this game. The on-pitch referees were really good. Like, I have no problems with them. They did a really good job. But VAR, I don't get it. We had a whole season. I thought they were going to iron things out, but it just feels like the people in charge in the booth are a bunch of drunks. The whole world agrees about the goal, that it was a goal, and these guys, they're drawing imaginary lines. I don't understand. Like, it makes no sense. It's so stupid. For me, the biggest thing is, the offside was the offside, right, for Van Dijk, and then Pickford just rails him. So they check the offside and they forget to check the foul where Van Dijk is lying on the ground for like 5 minutes.
Right.
And then where you can see Mane is clearly onside, where the whole world can see that, they go to draw imaginary lines there. They miss the whole, like a player getting sent off like the pitch with an injury, with his ligament torn. They miss that completely. They're like, can't see that. But the offside is like, let's take a look at this. It's absolute disgrace. Like,
okay, Nash, take a deep breath.
It's stupid. Like, I was so happy after Henderson scored the goal, and then after that, it was just like, how can they make that decision? How can a bunch of professionals who are hired, who are paid to do this job, make such a bad call? It's just baffling. Only in England. Like, I can't see this happening in any other league.
That's because we don't watch any other league.
Yeah, that too. Good point.
The Champions League.
Oh yeah, we watch the Champions League, Joe.
I know, we'll find some there also, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to start this week. But so for those of you who don't know, Everton drew 2-2.
They won.
Liverpool drew. Officially, Liverpool drew. Yeah. And they should have won, but they were robbed of a victory by VAR.
No, don't say they were robbed of a victory. Shout out to Pickford. He's let everybody breathe peacefully for the rest of the season. Nobody has to go up against Van Dijk, man.
That is such a big injury to Liverpool.
This just in. Dana White has invited Pickford for a UFC debut.
Yeah.
After that.
Pickford versus Khabib.
Like even when we were watching it live, we were like, oh, and then there was like, oh, with a big smile on our face. We were like, oh, that must have hurt, but
dude, it was brilliant. It was literally a scissor takedown by Pickford on Van Dijk.
How can you call it brilliant?
It was amazing. It was just great to see, usually we talk about, we give United a lot of hate for getting away with a lot of things.
That's an assault medal.
But really, we give United a lot of hate for getting away with a lot of things. But in this game, I felt Everton got away with a lot of dodgy calls. And it was just funny to see how Pickford got away with that.
But credit to the referee that he spotted the Richarlison thing. Mm-hmm. He was in a very good place. Mm-hmm. But when the foul first happened, I couldn't see it. I thought it was just another tackle. Mm-hmm. But then when they showed the replays, that's the time I saw it.
To those of you who want to see the tackles and haven't had a chance to see it, check out our social media pages. Thanks.
Hint, nudge. Oh no, but honestly, it was an amazing derby match. There was everything that
the game was very good.
It was a brilliant game.
It was amazing start to the football weekend. And honestly, Van Dijk had it coming. From the start of the match, he's just been tackling those forwards, and it's been like, then Pickford was like, I got to do something about this. He put on his cape, and he was like on all fours right at that beast.
Yeah, he went in it was like a crab, dude.
Like a crab.
He was like, I'm going to give this big bear a bear hug, and then it worked in our favor.
It was quite disturbing, and it looked really bad. And now Van Dijk is off for the whole season.
Yeah, but I was really happy with the team's performance even after Van Dijk was sent off. They played really well.
I mean, sure, and yeah, it is great and all that, but it's such a big loss.
Yeah,
to
for the
Liverpool
whole
now.
season, while it is definitely.
Especially considering that they're going to be without Van Dijk, who has been their defensive linchpin since the time he's joined the club.
Yeah.
If you wanted to ban, like, as a rival fan, one player from Liverpool, you would choose Van Dijk any day.
Exactly, right? And the thing is, is he out for the whole season completely? Is it confirmed?
They're reluctant to say, but it's a knee ligament injury and he has to undergo surgery. So
The thing is that with the surgery, they're saying because of the surgery, he's going to be out for 6 months, and then it depends on his recovery.
Okay.
So it's the whole season. You can say the whole season.
And oh my god! And like, it's still a good thing that you'll have played like a couple of big teams, but now the bigger teams are still there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we have to
the
sign
point?
defending.
They still lost
Jan.
7-2. They drew another match.
Yeah, but I mean, to be
fine.
fair, this whole season has been a bit of a shocker, and it's great. It makes for great entertainment, right? Because the small teams, and we'll get to the other matches as well because those were great results as well. But let's come back to Everton Liverpool. Mo Salah, 100 goals from 159 matches for Liverpool.
He's been just amazing. Like, we could have never expected him, like, these numbers from him when we signed him.
Yeah, and especially when you consider the fact that he was at Chelsea first, and Chelsea messed up, and then sent him to Fiorentina, and now he's come back here.
No, Roma.
Fiorentina, not Florentina.
Roma.
What?
Fiorentina.
Roma.
Yeah. Then
So he came from
then
Fiorentina to
Roma.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea to Roma and then Roma. Okay, fine. My bad.
Oh, I thought
But-
he went to Fiorentina after Chelsea. So he went.
Even
to
I thought so, but
Fiorentina,
Nash is saying he
Chelsea,
came from
Roma.
Fiorentina to Chelsea.
We bought him from Roma. Did he go from Fiorentina to Rome?
No, so then from Roma, Chelsea. Oh no, so okay,
No.
correct. Fiorentina. Just Google it, dude. Just Google it.
Fiorentina.
My
There's
God,
no
I'm gonna get that one. Who was that commenter? Prateek? Was his name Prateek? I can't remember what his name was.
Who?
We had this one commenter who was like, "You're an idiot. Look at what you're." He's gonna come back and comment on this one and be like, "Look at this stupid Arsenal fan. Thinks he knows football."
Well, you try.
I try. Are we done? Are we googling it? No. Okay. Whatever.
No. Okay.
So
Yeah,
Mo
but,
Salah was bought. Yeah, he was bought by Chelsea from Fiorentina.
Yeah. So Fiorentina, Chelsea, Roma, and now Liverpool.
Yeah.
And I mean, 100 goals from 115, and that's like, I mean, I don't want to jump the gun here, but it's almost Messi, Ronaldo type.
Yeah.
That level.
If you
That
just
level
look
of
at the
that level
numbers,
of scoring, just in pure scoring terms.
And he's been consistent, like every season.
Yeah.
The first season was out of this world, and after that, he's had really good numbers.
But it's great because we were talking about it, and we were talking about just impact in the game. And while he has like such a great impact, he tends to drift out of the match to a point where you just get frustrated with him.
But you can't take him off.
Yeah, you can't take him off, and this is like a problem with a lot of good players in the league right now, where they look really bad for a long periods of time, and then suddenly they have one moment of magic and they score, and then they bring you back.
I think this goal he scored against Everton defines him. It was so.
It was beautiful. It came off the
Yeah,
crossbar or
was
something,
good.
and then he just it was a really good.
It was
goal.
good. It was a good call.
Yeah.
Hats off to Salah. But come on, I mean, don't take it away from Everton. They've been
No, not at all. In
amazing
fact, we were going to talk about that as well.
the first 5 games.
But I still don't think
James-
Everton played that well this game.
Yeah, I will agree that they did play well, but then to be fair, you can like Liverpool's such a good team with their pressing and all that. It's very difficult for teams to play well against them, especially when they have all their players and they're at full strength. And this was almost full strength barring the goalkeeper.
Oh, but Thiago, dude, he was amazing this game. Have you seen his passes?
He's good. Like what he does on the ball is just
Yeah.
amazing. But Everton were really good, and they have continued their start, and now you can take them seriously because now they've played the champions and they've made them look like clowns essentially.
I'd still give them another top team because they always show up for the derby. Like no matter what condition their team is in.
I mean, like they really.
But
they're also
the
going to
derby
miss.
was
Yeah,
the
sorry,
derby
Joey.
was a recent match. Like, but from the start, with James being the best signing, I guess, and at least the top 3 best signings in the transfer market this season.
Yeah.
Like the same impact that Thiago had, James has been creating and assisting, and he's just in form right now. And everybody was kind of an iffy when he first signed.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
what he's bringing to Everton is pretty scary, and they're definitely not even going to contend for top 4. They're definitely trying for the top 2.
It could be a freak season because just now the last match that got over before before filming this podcast was Aston Villa Leicester, and Aston Villa won, so they have a 100% record now. It could be like the freak season where Leicester won. It could just be maybe Everton or Aston Villa walk away with it this season. It has all the recipes to become that kind of season.
Since we showered so much praise on James, also that time when he was fouled and he just laid there on the ground, that was pathetic.
Dude, I loved it.
Why? Because his team needed him, dude, and he was just sleeping there looking.
How can you be a Mourinho fan and a Tottenham fan and then point a finger at James for lying down like that?
Because his team needed him.
But they didn't need him. He kept looking the whole time.
If a team is attacking, you need everyone to defend.
But he kept looking to see. Anyways, James doesn't defend. He doesn't defend. If he defends, he usually commits a foul. Because he's not a defensive type player, he doesn't know how to defend.
But
the whole time, he kept looking up while holding his leg. He was like, "Oh, are we in trouble? Okay, no."
But even if you're in trouble, how can you teleport from here to there, dude?
You can't be surprised I'm going to teleport there now. Doing shit like that.
Yeah, classic example is Sergio Busquets and David Luiz, dude. You remember those? Like David Luiz did it against United, where he got Rafael sent out. Rafael, right? I can't remember who it was, but he was like peeking. No, that was Busquets was peeking, and then he was laughing.
He's not lying on the floor when the other team is attacking. That's the only difference.
But I feel like it was under control. The situation was under control.
So if we scored, if we took our chance that time.
Dude, ifs and buts, dude. Ifs and buts.
Robertson put in a cross. Like if it was
hashtag buts though.
Okay. So now the goals were great. The game was great. Fucking VAR, dude. Like it's.
So I'm given my point of view as a fan. Like now you all should talk about it.
So as a rival, I also have stuff to pick out from VAR, but for my own game. But for this game, just for this game, Joey, what were your thoughts on VAR for this game? Leaving aside every other game in the league.
Honestly, I think VAR did fuck up, but I don't want to say much because I think the outcome pretty much justified how the game was.
It might have justified the game, but that offside. Did you think it was an offside? Did it look offside? Like I remember texting you guys even after the game and said what part of Mane's body was offside because it looked like Keane's butt was playing him onside.
Exactly. Like I was just thinking if Keane had a better butt, maybe he would have been.
He would have. Hashtag.
But I honestly don't think it was offside. Honestly, I don't think it was offside.
Yeah, same.
And VAR has been fucking up on the same lines where they cannot pinpoint, or even when they show us that line, they're like, really, dude, what am I seeing and what are you seeing?
Yeah, exactly. Because the whole world could see it, and this just felt like a robbery, considering how the game went. It was such a great game, and I feel like because we end up talking about this so much, it just took away from the game that was so beautiful and so great.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's move on. Liverpool are now second in the league? Third in the league because now Aston Villa are second now. But it's still not bad. Could have been a lot better. Could have been a lot worse.
More than the offside, I'm pissed off about the Van Dijk thing. That guy needs to be punished.
That's understandable.
Now that Van Dijk is gone, also just last point to touch upon before we move on to Chelsea Southampton. Now
the league is wide open.
With Van Dijk also, you guys have already conceded the most goals in the league, as Joey pointed out to us. Now with Van Dijk gone, how real is the danger of your season being derailed?
I think the 7-2 blessing game now is like a blessing for us.
Why?
Because with Van Dijk gone, without him, I think we would have been way too casual about it if we didn't have that defeat to look on. And it's only one defeat. I'd rather lose one game 7-2 rather than 3 games where I lose. Or something like that.
I think you're still thinking about the Liverpool side of it. Think about the other 19 teams, dude. They will just be like, okay, now Van Dijk's up, because if they probably analyze the team before they go ahead, they'll be like, okay, there's Van Dijk, how do we go around it? Now they can just be like, let's just go full on attack because
Joe Gomez looks like a stupid Harry Maguire, and that's saying something because Harry Maguire is stupid.
No, I prefer I think our backline should be Matip, Fabinho, and the left back, right back.
But I don't know. For me, I've spent most of these podcasts now predicting that Liverpool's going to win, but for me now this puts it in a very real, like it's a very real danger that y'all might not win the league.
Yeah.
In my opinion, right now as a rival fan, Joey.
Our chances have
that's the
definitely
thing.
dropped.
I say top 4, but with Van Dijk out, it changes so much for the rest of the match.
When is Alisson back?
It definitely does.
He's back soon, like next game week.
Okay, so then that's a blessing at least. Anyway, let's see how Liverpool do for the rest. Do you all play? Who do you all play next?
I'm not.
I have it. We'll come back to it. Sorry, I messed up. Chelsea versus Southampton. If you guys watch the match, Timo Werner has finally scored. It took him just 5 games, but he's off the mark. And he scored 2, and both were very good goals. That first goal was brilliant. He faked the defender and we just fooled him.
And the runs that he makes, man.
Dude, but the runs he's been making, and we've said this constantly on the podcast, that he has looked great. It was just the finishing, and now the finishing has come. So this is where Chelsea start to build, maybe.
I didn't have any complaints with Timo even when he didn't score. He was playing really well.
Okay.
But it was just about a matter of time.
Joey?
I think where they lose out is, again, same like Liverpool. It's the second match in the first 5 where they have been on top by the last match was they were down by 3 and then they came up. Over here it was the other way around. They were on top by 3 and then again second half they just concede, and I think same like how the United issue was, Lampard needs to make the hard decision with Kepa and just be like, yo, listen, sit out.
But to be fair, it can't just be Kepa, dude, because even in the last match, they conceded a lot of goals with Mendy in goal, right? Didn't they? Was it the last match?
Kepa.
No, the last match was Mendy in goal, I thought.
But on that note, name one team in the Premier League who you think has a decent defense. Not even a good defense, a decent defense.
Honestly, I don't know.
I thought when you said obviously he was going to come out. So
Yeah, I thought he had an answer ready in his
No,
mind. Is he going to say Arsenal?
I was going to say Arsenal.
Oh my god, you'll have a Louis.
Oh my god, dude.
No. But to be fair, I mean, the only time we've really been exposed so far is Liverpool. And you can't say you were exposed by Liverpool. They're a great team. But other than that, we've not conceded that many goals.
But Louis is
Dude,
like the
we're
time
decent. We're more decent than fucking City right now. We're more decent than, I don't know,
But he didn't
Chelsea.
He didn't say more decent or less. He said decent in general.
But there is no decent. Like this is one of the topics we're going to talk about anyway. But has defending as an art been lost? Because it seems like no one can defend anymore. Chelsea letting in 3 goals against Southampton after being 3-0 up. No, 2-0 up, 2-1 up.
It was 2-0, yeah.
Yeah. So then, I mean, are there any defenders left?
I don't think about.
Or has the attacking play just become so good that it can't? You can't help it anymore.
The thing is that the Premier League has not concentrated on defense per se. Like talk about Serie A, like the Italian leagues. Okay, I think Premier League is more tactics and all-round build-up and formations and changes in between the match and stuff like that. But
But there was a time where Mourinho tried to do it, right? And they said he was parking the bus. Ever since that
but
time,
he was parking the bus.
Yeah.
he was parking the bus. Let's just get that out of the way. But what I wanted to get to was Mourinho. I think Spurs are looking decent with their defense right now.
Are they though?
No, I wasn't talking to you, Ben. I wasn't talking to you, Ben. I was talking to
3 goals in 10 minutes,
2 goals in 10 minutes. I mean, are they?
That's the standard we are at now.
That's why I
Maybe you're
said
saying this because they fucking they thumped y'all a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
No.
Are they really?
It's not about that. We were talking about decent defense, and they
No,
are.
dude,
they are
Tottenham, you
looking
can't put Tottenham
pretty
in there.
composed right now.
No. A composed team doesn't concede 3 goals in 10 minutes, Joe.
I saw today's games and that defense was anything but composed.
Sanchez headed the diving header into his own goal.
Yeah, but I mean that's what even Luke Shaw did. Shit happens, whatever. But I think they have a
You're
pretty
comparing United defense is another story. Maguire drags down his own.
Oh, man. This could be a season of defensive blunders. Like I just thank God that we haven't played David Luiz as much because that is going to come soon. And he almost did it, right? Like against City, there was this one time where he put his foot in front of the and it just went in front of the
across
goal.
the goal.
Yeah, it just went across.
See, Meryl, heed my warning, okay? Luiz has been too good for too long.
For too long, yeah.
There is a relapse coming.
Dude, no. So we didn't want to play anyways. Let's not do this. This is about Chelsea, Southampton. I'm so sorry. I keep jumping. Okay, Pulisic is back. Dude, I love that guy. He looks so good, man.
Yeah.
He with him, the Chelsea team looks so much better. And just to imagine that Ziyech still has to come into this team.
Yeah, dude, but all attackers against the defense is
for me right now, Chelsea are at that stage where Liverpool were under, I think it was Rodgers or someone, where they had Sturridge and Sterling and whoever else.
Suarez.
And they had, Suarez. And they had this great attack, but their defense was like leaking 7 goals, but then the attack would go and score more goals. So that is where they are right now. The problem is, and this is a question I want to ask both of y'all, do you think Lampard will get sacked if this continues?
Yes.
No, but that's what I'm
Abramovich
saying.
is just waiting with a sniper.
I was thinking the
Joy.
same thing with all. It's about making those tough decisions, because if he sees that it's not working, you change, right? You make those tough decisions and you change. But if your whole back defense, including the goalkeeper's fucking up, then what do you do? Like that.
Old's reaction after Tottenham.
No, wait. No, wait.
I just want to do the reaction.
No, wait. We'll talk about it. Wait.
No, this is last week.
Okay, last week. Sorry. Sorry. Okay,
his reaction when Tottenham thumbed them was. That's what he did. The post was it.
Really?
Yeah.
I hope I find a clip and I can put it in there. Okay. Sorry, Joe. We stamped on your point a little bit.
No, but that's what I was saying. If it's going to be this way for most of the teams, where they just don't care about their defense anymore, it's not working out. Don't they just put all attacking players and then just like, listen, forget about defense, whatever we concede, but before we concede, just score a goal and see that we have 1 goal ahead. It's going to come to something like that. If ever things go crazy.
But Joe, you missed the point.
Lampard.
My question was, does Lampard lose his job if this continues?
I think all will lose his job before Lampard.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Even if Lampard continues this form of his?
No, so if there was a sacking race per se, then he's saying Solskjaer will lose his job before Lampard.
I don't know, dude. I don't know how Solskjaer.
Like I feel like Chelsea are more trigger happy than United in this scenario, only because Solskjaer is such a legend and he has the backing of all the pundits and all the fans and all of that comes with it.
And he's a willing puppet.
Yeah, so all those things I think will play into it. But I hope Lampard doesn't lose a job, only because he's still building this team, right?
Yeah.
And he's got so many new players. I think it'll take some time for him to.
No, I mean, I don't think he'll just lose his job this soon, because he's still higher in the league. He still has more time to turn things around. So maybe even if he does lose his job, he'll at least get to see out the season in a way.
But I have one question. If another manager, forget the team, if another manager at a club makes signings of this caliber in one transfer window, what do you expect from that?
If it's any other manager, you give them time. The only reason why this whole sacking shit keeps coming up with us is because, first of all, it's Chelsea, very trigger happy, revolving door of managers, and then United not because we're not happy with the managers per se, but only because given the talent, right, you're not supposed to lose or not supposed to even struggle against a Brighton or a Crystal Palace. I think that is where this stems from. You can have bad games and you can get thumped 6-1 and all of those things, but you shouldn't be losing to the smaller teams and you shouldn't be drawing matches and you should be struggling against the smaller teams. Right now, Chelsea is doing that, United's doing that. That will be a big factor in what happens with these managers, only because that is what they're judged on. These are your bread and butter games, dude. You have to win these games.
The fact that we are talking about about United and Chelsea when they're drawing and losing games, and we are still talking good things about Arteta even when he's losing games, is because we can see the football on the pitch.
But you can also see the improvement. Like now,
Yeah.
the 3 games that we were supposed to win so far, we have won. The two games that we have in the past been thumped. Like Liverpool's destroyed us in previous games. City have completely annihilated us in the league. But we're showing some kind of improvement, and that's a good segue into City versus Arsenal. I'm going to let you guys talk about this first before I go into it.
Wait, first let's take a vote. So Lampard, I'm saying he is going to get sacked by the end of the season if this form continues. What about you?
I think they will give Lampard a chance until the end of the season.
No matter what this is.
Yeah, I think no matter what happens, they will give Lampard a chance until the end of the season. Especially like if he still manages to stay in that top 6 bracket, I think they will give him a chance. He finishes out of top 4, he's gone.
Top 4, top 6.
Top 4, if he by December at least he has to be in that top 6. But if he finishes out of top 4, if he ends the season out of top 4, he is gone. No chance of keeping him. And with Solskjaer, I think it'll be a very difficult decision for United to be able to pull the trigger because of everything that's happening. And now again they look like, remember I spoke about United go on this resurgent streak. So maybe this will, and the next week will tell us exactly how much United have improved or how the dressing room has improved with United.
But on Lampard's point, my point is that if this form continues, I don't think they finish in top 4.
No,
they can't afford to lose games like today.
I feel like
draw games like today and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. Sorry, Joey, did you want to say something?
No, I want to say it seems like Lampard has more way to turn things around than compared to United.
More options, right?
Yeah, more options. The more he has, he's scoring goals. Like he's playing his football. He just need to make small tweaks. Whereas compared to City and United, they really need to figure out where things are going wrong and make those big decisions. It will still take some games.
But I'm not even talking about United. I'm talking about teams like Everton. I'm talking teams like Tottenham. I'm talking about teams like
Villa for now. Yeah, those are freak teams. And this, it is so interesting to see how their season goes because this could, a lot of teams have this where they have an early season euphoria where they carry a lot of momentum and they come into the team. But then around December, because of squad depth, they start dropping off. And I think we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, and if they can still perform during that December month, which is insane, if they can do that, then they can definitely go up. And win the league.
I definitely feel Everton can keep up only because they have a great manager. I want to see how much Aston Villa can do it because I don't think they can. But we'll see how it goes. Now, okay, Arsenal City. You guys predicted a City loss. You all thought Arsenal would win in last week's podcast.
No, I didn't. I just said it's hard to decide because we know that City was.
No, but the prediction was that City would win.
Really?
So yeah. Okay. So what did you all think of the game? And then I'll come to what I thought of my team.
City won, but City is still for me this season. It just doesn't feel like the old City from the previous seasons. There's something missing there. I don't know what it is. It's desire. Something is missing there. And the reason why I thought City Arsenal would win this was because they didn't have De Bruyne, and I didn't know Aguero was coming. But even with Aguero, I would have still thought that Arsenal would be able to win because of Aubameyang, Partey coming in, and whole attacking.
Right. Joey?
Yeah, like I was saying, I kind of felt like I need to take a step back because when we discussed, I remember we said that if City kind of find their form, they can win it. If City is not in form, then Arteta can definitely pull off something. But City came back and it was basically on par. Arsenal were making their runs. They couldn't really... Saka would have... If he scored that goal, that would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Even Auba.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. I felt like City weren't pulling their weight as much. But they won it, and I think Arsenal need to just be a little more composed, maybe a little more training. Arteta has to just do a little more tweaks, and they're set to face the top 6 clubs.
I guess. So in my and I was talking to Nash about this is the reason I feel we're still not a top 4 club is because we right now still don't have the personnel or we don't have enough star quality to become that top 4 club. The reason we won against City in the FA Cup and then Liverpool and then Chelsea as well was because things went our way in terms of the finishing. What?
I just like the way he said just the wins over City, United, Chelsea. I mean City, Liverpool, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Those all were just.
No, I'm not saying it's a fluke. I'm saying it was great, but only because nothing has changed from those games and this game. If I'm honest, we created maybe 2 chances against City in the FA Cup. We created 3 chances against City yesterday. The difference was that Aubameyang was clinical enough to finish both those chances against City. And yesterday, Saka missed one, Aubameyang missed one. So it's not like there has been a great improvement in that sense. We're still not creating enough. The improvement has come in the backline where we're not conceding as many as we used to.
How many signings are you guys away from top?
2 signings. 2 signings away from a top 4.
Yeah, I would say
2 signings.
yeah.
Which position?
1 central defender and 1 attacking midfielder or creative midfielder.
I think you'll need to attack
I would
also
say
for cover.
a playmaker. A playmaker.
Yeah, but
someone
like
who
so
would
in my
hold
head, yeah, I know what you're saying, but the way I see it right now, the role of a traditional number 10 is dead. So that's why I'm saying a creative player. So even if it's a creative midfielder
Or a left back.
a creative midfielder would be great. I don't really want an attacking midfielder per se, because there are not many clubs that play with an attacking midfielder anymore. Like even James now has been moved to the side, so that central attacking midfielder role is almost dead in modern football.
Yeah, it's all about those diagonal balls.
Yeah, and it's all about wing play.
Now instead of attacking midfielder, they could just call them centre forwards, where they makeshift with a striker or somewhere on the side.
Yeah. And obviously Arteta did get a lot wrong with the City game as well. I mean, he played Willian at centre forward, but as a false 9. But I mean, you just trust in the system, and it would have paid off had those chances been taken.
Makes sense though. He wanted to counter attack.
Yeah, and that is all we can do right now. But one thing I will say is, again, coming back to VAR, is the Kyle Walker incident where his boot was raised as high as Gabriel's face. I thought that was a clear penalty. Everyone thought it was a clear penalty.
That definitely was a clear penalty.
But VAR didn't even check it. So I have some sympathy with Liverpool on that end. But it's just funny to see like everyone seeing that it's not offside for Liverpool as opposed to everyone. Like VAR didn't even bother to check this incident with Kyle Walker, but VAR actually checked the Liverpool incident and whatever, dude. Like no one, I can't imagine. Like someone somewhere has to lose their job, right? They have to be held accountable, right?
It's like a doctor. He goes to perform a surgery and then takes out your heart and keeps it for himself.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, he's dead. How?
Oh, his heart is not
missing.
His heart is not where it's supposed to be.
But so you guys spoke about City and how they look a little disinterested and how they're not at 100%. Considering Aguero is back, I think that'll change.
That actually did make a difference in the match today. Even though the goal that was scored,
it came from his pass to Foden.
And it was a free roam, and it's like nobody had that conscious mindset to keep a track of Aguero. And
he's like I remember telling Nash this about 3 months ago when we first started planning this podcast. Aguero is easily the best striker in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Like easily, I'm saying this knowing that Thierry Henry had like whatever records, and you'll have the Nistelrooys and you'll have the Drogbas and all of that, but considering just man for man impact,
you're
goals
talking
and
like all time.
But right now he's easily, I would take him over Oba or anyone else.
Like it's just that he's injury prone now, but you look at the impact that he's made. You
Even
look at the number
age,
of goals
for
he
his
scored.
age, he plays really well.
I just think he's like easily one of the best. Best
I wouldn't say
ever.
easily.
Very easily for me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say.
We'll come to that. We'll discuss this on maybe one of the international breaks, talking about best all-time players ever.
Yeah, and I got to give a shout out to Rooney as well.
I mean, yeah, but I still feel.
We're talking about right
say
now,
easily.
right?
Yeah.
Let's have a different debate on this, because
let's.
I'm not okay with you saying easily.
Very
Easily right now.
See, right now I understand, but
that's what
I said all time.
All time also I feel,
All time
but we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Rooney, good game for you guys. Newcastle United 4-1.
Steve Bruce paid actor.
Steve Bruce. former Manchester United defender Steve Bruce leads Newcastle United.
Did anyone notice Newcastle play that game?
No, Newcastle were not even
Exactly. They were.
It looked really bad. But then also you could say credit to United, at least they controlled the game. And they did control the game. Like I really like the fact that Mata was there and he was finally making himself useful in that United team. Fernandes had like a piss poor game initially, but then grew into the game and did well. Rashford played so well.
Yeah.
Rashford played so well. It was so good.
Maguire also.
Yeah, Maguire also. Like props to him for coming back after the international break with a red card.
This game, they should give Ole a new deal.
But Joey, as a United fan,
I think it was a good game. When I first saw the lineups, I was like, okay, we are preparing for a PSG game. If Newcastle had a good day, they could have also had it because Maxim was all over that pitch. That one guy tried so much with runs and just to make stuff happen, but he had no support. He had nobody coming in to help him out, and that guy would have actually made a difference if he had a lot more support.
Right.
I think Rashford was a little underrated because I think officially Bruno won the man of the match. Which it should have been Rashford.
Yeah, even I thought Rashford was very good.
Yeah.
Other than that, I really don't have any complaints about the United game. I thought it was a good game. But it's a game, like I said, you expect United to win because Newcastle is so piss poor anyway. And they did it, and they did it emphatically, which is good for them because they take that momentum into the Champions League. Against
that's what I wanted to say also, because like we were talking about last time, being sacked and stuff. If he did lose to this match, then I think United would have been like, listen, we'll find someone else to start off the Champions League campaign, and you can like.
You think it would have happened that soon?
I don't know really, because right now the whole business side and the football side of United is kind of a very grey area. That's why we keep complaining and discussing it. But if they didn't, then it would have been a very bleak season for us. If he lost the United the Newcastle match and when we went to the Champions League, it would have been not a good thing to watch it. I wouldn't have that excitement of watching a Champions League match. But now going into a Champions League match, although we are playing PSG, I'm just going to say a 1/2 out of 3 or maybe before the match starts, and we'll see what happens.
We'll probably discuss that in the next podcast as well. But considering we don't have any valuable inputs for the United and Newcastle game, Tottenham versus West Ham, lol.
Okay, let the Arsenal fans.
You're such a hater.
I'll be honest. I didn't end up watching the game because I got up to watch the game. So it was at 9:30 in the morning over here. So I got up to watch the game 8:30 in the morning over here, and I got up to watch the game. And like before I could get out of bed, Son had already scored. I was like, "Fuck this! I'm not watching it." Bye. And then I get up 2 or 3-3. It's amazing how life just gifts you these things. It makes you happy.
It was also not like any other game. They scored 3 games in the last 10 minutes of the game.
3 goals.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have watched the match. If you all want to say anything, I just want to say, fuck Tottenham. This shit.
No, but I want to give a shout out to Kane. He was really good this game.
He did look really
Kane,
good.
He was defending.
Kane's son, Bergwijn in front were actually pretty good. I watched the first half. I didn't get to watch the second half, so I was like, okay, they have it in the bag. Then I watched the highlights of the second half.
And then they Spurs it.
You guys.
Like every other Spurs team in history. 39 years, they've not won shit, dude. Tell them to fuck off.
This season, Meryl, they're going to win.
They're not going to win jack shit. To that one commenter who's like, ooh, Mourinho's going to do He's not going to do shit.
This is going to get heated in the comment section.
But I can guarantee you Mourinho is going to be above Arsenal this season.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that is possible. But they're not going to win jack shit.
You're such a hater.
We're going to win.
Respected
I think they're going to win a cup.
Mourinho deserves no respect, bro.
From you?
Always disrespecting Arsene Wenger.
You know what he'll do, right? If you go to his place and he'll just come and be like,
yeah, and Arsenal also won. So you can take that.
Well, your mom's watching.
Oh yeah, Mom, I'm so sorry. God.
Like we tried being subtle and being like, dude, calm down. Like even Nash wasn't so great. so high with his Liverpool thing.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, Meryl, you're dismissed.
Yeah,
You don't know
I
what you're
just-
talking about. You're drunk on stupid.
I just
Arsenal
enjoy it.
fever.
Every time like Spurs are like, on the cusp of something like great, they go and they
do
Spurs
the
it.
Spursy
Yeah, they do
Spurs.
a Spursy Spurs. Predictions for the next week. West Ham versus City. Considering West Ham had a dramatic comeback against one of the stupidest teams in the Premier League just now.
But that's debatable. The stupidest team in the league part.
Okay. But West Ham versus City, what's your predictions?
I don't know. I don't want City to win, so I'm just going to say West Ham.
Okay.
City is going to win.
I feel City. City should. I really hope this is the So confession time.
I'm a closet City fan. Is that what you're going to say?
I'm a closet Liverpool fan. So I have Arsenal as my first team. I have Liverpool as my second team, and my third team is actually Manchester City. Not because of any hate or anything like that, but just because their owners are from the UAE, and I was born in the UAE.
Oh my God, you're such a.
So, yeah.
What's the Arabic word? Harami.
I'm such a habibi. Dude, like City should just win and have some shawarmas. Have a nice. Manchester United versus Chelsea. Oh, this is a big one. Wait, I didn't even realize while I was saying it. Manchester United versus Chelsea, dude. This is attack versus defense. Maybe.
What defense?
What defense? Even I can say, what defense?
Imagine Timo Werner running at the fridge, Maguire.
No, what he'll do is he'll keep Rashford on defense, or Rashford can just run with him and block everything.
Yeah, like Harry Kane was on defense this week. So what do you call? What did you call?
I mean,
I feel.
Wait. Let's start with Nash since he's like a neutral.
Yeah.
I feel De Gea will save United this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel he'll be the difference because Kepa is just a nightmare right now.
Okay. I feel like United will edge it, and Solskjaer's job is safe.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go like something
Joey,
like.
what is your prediction?
Wait, scoreline.
I want
4-3 United.
4-3. No. It'll be
No,
like
no.
2-3. 2-3.
Yeah.
2-3 United.
I obviously want United to win.
And obviously United will get a penalty because that is just like every game, dude. How do you all do it? Sorry, Joey, I cut you off.
No, but again, talking about penalties, Bruno's kind of lost his mojo. He missed a penalty today.
He missed one.
Yesterday.
I mean, that's hardly losing your mojo. And then he scored a good goal anyway. That was a very good goal, by the way.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to see United win. Again, it's down to the lineup and whatever happens. It's very unpredictable with these guys' forms right now. The same with Chelsea. It can go either ways.
Wait. I'm changing. Chelsea will win.
Why?
No, I think De Gea won't be enough.
No, I think United will edge it, and Solskjaer will get a new contract. And this is the part where I will probably try and edit Rio Ferdinand saying give Solskjaer a new contract. I will try, but let's see.
Yeah, but this is right up there with Arsenal saying they're going to win the Champions League in 3 years, which they can.
Is it though? Because they can.
Yeah.
I told you, one-off games. We've never lost a final, bro. Liverpool versus Sheffield. Joey, we'll start with you because you're a rival fan.
I'm going to say Liverpool at this one. Like,
It's so easy, right? But what's the
Yeah.
scoreline? Give me a scoreline. Come on.
Sheffield, it could be. Liverpool's kind of no Van Dijk. 2-1.
Yeah,
Okay.
even I feel 2-1.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like about 4-1, 4-0, 4-1. 4-1 Liverpool. Shit. Arsenal Leicester. I'll let you guys take the lead on
That's okay. Let the
Leicester.
Arsenal fan go first.
this. Really? How much?
3-1.
Oh, okay. You?
Because Leicester's still in form.
Yeah.
I mean, although they lost the last match to Aston Villa, who are in better form than them. So.
Nash?
I think it'll be a 2-2 draw.
Yeah? I would say Arsenal will win this 2-1.
Of course you would.
No, I've never been delusional about my team, but I feel like we can defeat Leicester, and we have done in the League Cup anyway.
But, Rodgers, he tends to do good against big teams.
Let's see.
At least earlier in the season.
But
Let's see.
Meryl,
I don't know. We have a decent record.
Wait,
Sorry.
one thing we skipped. Y'all are also playing Europa League matches this week, right?
Yeah.
Leicester's free.
Do we want to talk about that now, or
No,
do
but
we want to talk about that after that?
What I'm saying is Leicester's free. They don't have. They're not in the Europa League.
True. But I still feel
have
we have enough quality to take it away from them, at least on the counter, because that is the only way I see us beating them is on the counter, and I feel like we can do that. And it'll be a very close game, so that's why I'm saying 2-1.
Okay,
I think
say 2-1, but the other way, 2-1 Leicester.
Okay. Coming to Europe, considering y'all are playing PSG as well.
Wait, what was your scoreline prediction?
2-1.
2-1. Okay.
But sorry, just going back to United-Chelsea. United playing PSG. But then I don't know. It's a group game. I don't know how much they'll take it seriously. So.
I think PSG will still have it in their head.
No,
what United
we
did
definitely
the
need
last
to take
time.
it seriously. And PSG is going to come back and be like, listen, you screwed up our campaign 2 years back. They're going to go out with a bang. They will want to, especially with Neymar and Di Maria. They're going to pump the team up and be like, listen, we got to get through this. Because they want to make it to the finals again. They want it. I think that they are a club that's been craving it more than any other team, like even more than Juventus, to get that Champions
City's
League.
been craving it as well.
I think City is the most.
But City doesn't look like they're going to win it.
Exactly, they
anytime
don't
soon
look like
anymore.
it now.
Yeah. Burnley versus Tottenham.
They could draw. I think it'll be a draw.
I think Tottenham will win.
I was saying a draw as well. Only because I hate Tottenham, but not like I have no reason to say Tottenham cannot defeat Burnley, but I'm just going to be like, it's a draw.
I think Tottenham will win 2-0. Gareth Bale will score.
Yeah? He was so close today.
Yeah.
No, Tottenham can win. It's just that I don't know.
You think they will
Like
Spurs
all the big teams
like they do with every game.
No, but all the big teams have just been screwing up with their defense and conceding. So maybe another week of that.
Yeah. All right. With that, that's all we have today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And
also,
comment.
We have
also, if you think
big picture stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in the another one. Also, if you guys have anything to say in the comment section, please say it. Usually, a lot of people are hating on me, and by a lot of people, I mean just one person. But you know. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.